Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. Let's talk a little bit about the back and forth kind of that went back between Austin Rivers, Lewis Williams, and Kyrie Irving. It was just basically them voicing their opinions. And also later in the video, we'll talk about how the NBA says there will be no fans next season in 2020-2021 season. Appreciate everybody for checking back in. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and check out our NBA playlist for more videos like this, NBA Talk and NBA 101, our live stream NBA playlist. So basically, Lewis Williams, he basically for the Clippers said that he agreed with Kyrie that they wanted to, basically put the focus on the social issues that's going on in the world, and basketball will basically be a distraction to that. Voicing to what Kyrie was saying. Now, we had another individual later on, God willing, I get to this video. He was asleep in his car, and, he complied with the officer. He ended up running off with the officer's taser, and they shot and killed him 3 times, and now they burning down a Wendy's. So just to prove Kyrie's point, it's still going on, and it still needs the attention. But one of the things Austin Rivers kept saying, it was 2 things that pointed out to me. Most players need the money. Straight up and down. That's what it's about. Well, 3 things stood out to me. This Black Lives Matter thing, which I'm going to go in on that. And he also said we can provide a distraction. Now, you'll see he said it on Instagram. He said that. We can provide a distraction. We can provide a distraction. We can provide a distraction. He said that. Then he goes on to say, not to mention some bullshit. The players need the money. We need the money. If I can make it and manage money, okay, the single mother, the single father, the dude that's working 80 hours a week to bust his ass to pay his mortgage and pay his bills, if they can make it, why are you fucking athletes going broke? Because you like James Harden spending $1 million at a strip club to have your jersey retired on a bunch of chicks that ain't worth nothing, and they ain't going to see the majority of that $1 million going right to another nigga pocket, the owner. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know how to manage your money, that's crazy. He said we can raise the money for Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is run by a white person. Black men, period, won't see that money. Black women may see a little bit of that money, but the hood ain't gonna see that money. Or you're gonna put more money in a white man pocket. Black Lives Matter is a white run business. So we don't want you to donate money to Black Lives Matter. We want you to plug the money in to the streets. If you got a donation, you Michael Jordan, you NFL, go to the high schools. Plug that money into the streets. Redo the fields. Provide new computers. Provide textbooks. Go to the Boys and Girls Club or the Recreation Center and upgrade what they got going on there. You know what I'm saying? Redo basketball parks. Provide tutoring after school from top-notch tutors so they can catch up to the private school. Matter of fact, why don't you take some of that money and award it to some students so they can go to private school and get out the hood and provide them transportation? Black Lives Matter is not going to plug the money into the hood. It's not going to put a new air-conditioned system into a school. Take that money and plug it in. Don't say we're going to give this money to another white person to distribute the money. White people don't know what's going on in the hood. They can never understand what's going on in the hood because they don't live in the hood. They don't shop in the hood. All they do is put their businesses in the hood and they get their money and they take it back to their community. So don't give me about, we can provide money for Black Lives Matter. When I go outside, I ain't never seen a kid that I went outside that had a donation. That Black Lives Matter donation or some of this money that's been going around. I ain't never seen a dude from the hood. And we got people in the hood that got autism, that's sick, that got Down syndrome, whatever you want to call it. I ain't never seen them be on the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Every time I turn on Make-A-Wish or I see this shit, it's white people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real. So don't give me this, we can provide. That's the mama from Austin Rivers talking. That's your white side. You don't hold no weight. You shouldn't even be in the league, bruh. You should be, if it wasn't for your daddy, you would be over there in Greece hooping. There's no disrespect, but I'm being disrespectful to him because you don't speak for the league. If you fucked your money up, that's your problem. straight up and down, and that's not Rocky. Or we can provide a distraction. We can keep kids in the house. Newsflash: you can go outside. You can hoop. You can play baseball. You can always go outside for coronavirus. You can have large gatherings. You know, you can. It's that's point blank period. You want to provide a distraction from what's going on. Come on, bro. Like in most men that's retweeting this and reposting this and using this, just let you know how ignorant most people are. He said it. We can provide a distraction. It ain't talking about the kids staying in the house. We can provide a distraction so you, Lewis and Kyrie, all that shit you talking about, we can ignore it. Ain't nobody gonna see it. We can sweep this under the rug. We play, all this gonna go away. And that's what they looking for a distraction. Now you hearing people talk about a second stimulus check. See, the first distraction was they start opening up these states back up. They start lifting this restriction, lifting that restriction. You know, and people can go back to the bar in some states. People can go back to the gym. People can hoop. So it's trying to take their mind off the racial tension. But them cops in Atlanta just did it again. They just rose it again. Now Wendy's up in the flames. And you telling me, Austin Rivers, we passed that? No amount of money can bring that person back. I forget his name. That died in Atlanta. Because he was sleeping in his car. Okay, he was drunk. It's a way to apprehend him and take him in and detain him and charge him with DWI, DUI, whatever they charging him with. But you telling us we passed that and look what just happened. A man ran off. Again, the second person that ran from the police and got killed is black. We just see white men on the internet grab their pistols, grab their shotguns, grab their assault rifles. You know what I'm saying? And the police say, oh, no, buddy, you know, he get a chance. This dude ran after they got all his information with a taser, which is a non-lethal weapon. And he get killed. And you telling me we passed that and Black Lives Matter can help that? No, it ain't helping nobody. We'll never see that hood, that money in the hood. And they never gonna use that money for police reform. Instead of they start hiring people that's from inner cities to work the police, and they start doing community service hours so they can get to know the police. Stop hiring the other to come in and do the job. So this just shows you right now, and this is why I usually wait to do some of these videos. It shows you right now how ignorant Austin Rivers, really is. It shows you. Him basically saying we need to provide a distraction from a Wendy's burning, from one of the blackest cities in America, Atlanta, having issues with their police. To Drayshawn Reed in Indiana, Breonna Taylor in Louisville, Kentucky, to Ahmaud Arbery, to George Floyd. Yes, let's provide us a distraction so the youth can go back to focusing on y'all playing basketball. So we can forget about this. A lot of the youth are finally finding out that racism is live and prevalent. You heard what Jay Farrell said yesterday. He said he didn't even know racism. That's the first time he experienced racism at 32 years old when he was the wrong suspect and they stretched him out and almost stretched him like Cornbread Earl and me. Go look up that reference if you're too young. You know what I'm saying? And we just keeping it 100. We not past it. And no, basketball is not going to provide relief. This is going to set us back again. The youth is really starting to see. They're really starting to see what racism look like. It's a lot of people that never experienced racism that's lying, and they have experienced racism, but they're really not lying because they didn't know what it looked like. We losing our touch. We losing our touch, and that's what they doing with this stupid rap out here, with emasculating, our black men through hip hop. Emasculate us through welfare, removing us from the housing and all that shit. All that's a part of the same plan to take us out. And now our black women are angry at us, and we the enemy. Ain't no basketball gonna save brothers, and ain't gonna save the sisters neither. And just when he said, "Oh, we need to be playing," you just saying, "Man, I need the money." I ain't knocking you. We need the money. It ain't about Black Lives Matter. It ain't just about providing a distraction, which that's a key word. And a lot of that went over a lot of y'all dumbasses' head. It's about him putting money in his pocket, then providing a distraction. He know what he was saying. He knew what he was doing, but Austin Rivers don't speak for nobody. But once again, y'all put LeBron on the pedestal, and I do too. Where is he at with these concerns? He can't talk. LeBron ain't his own man like people think. He is. Nike got a grasp on him, and the NBA got a grasp on him. He got to go with the program. And Kyrie speaking facts. Kyrie ain't got to show because he injured. So it just ain't about Kyrie. Kyrie can say, fuck it, I got paid, I can walk away. Kyrie seems to have a genuine concern for his people. Now, the person that's supposed to have a concern for his people, LeBron James, he real quiet right now. Because he not his own man. He don't run shit. The powers that be can give it and they can take it from a nigga like him. They can give it and take it from Muhammad Ali, and look what happened to him. Don't just think that was an incident where he's shaking from too much head trauma. It's a lot of fighters that took even more and a lot more than head trauma than Ali, and they not shaking like that. They give up and they can take it. And that's a fact. But let's close out. The NBA said they don't expect fans in 2020-2021 season. So that would say that probably most NFL teams won't have fans. Especially dome teams. I think outdoor arena teams, they're going to allow them to have fans. Not sure if the retractable roofs arenas, I think Houston, Arizona, and Dallas may all have retractable roofs, and maybe a few other teams. So they allowing like 25% capacity of, open door arenas. So no NBA arena is open door, obviously. So it's a situation where, the NBA, unless, some restrictions get lifted from now until next season, they expected not to have fans in the building even next season. That's a lot of money they losing. You know what I'm saying? And Austin Rivers said that, this may affect where we won't have a season next year. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how not playing this year affects next year, because you really ain't going to have no money if you don't play next year, and you don't play this year if you do play this year. So my whole thing about it is I think they're preparing for the worst. You have to prepare for the worst in situations like this. But I think they'll open it back up. Everything is going as, some people predicted in politics where, how can I say it? As the election get closer and it's done and over with, I believe this shit gonna kind of go away and things gonna open back up. You know what I'm saying? Even with everything that's going on with shit burning and the police and stuff, you ain't really heard about these high astronomical numbers around the coronavirus, have you? You know what I'm saying? You thinking everybody, next to each other, bumping each other. They side by side, they breathe in the same air, they riding. How many people you heard, this drop dead or come down with the coronavirus? Or, everybody can't be, not have symptoms. You haven't, bro, because it was all a sham, bro. I'm not saying that it didn't exist, because it did exist, but the numbers was always fake. And now they need to provide a distraction, aka Austin Rivers, to take people's mind off of. The distraction is probably going to be first opening the world back up, and then eventually, you'll see sports and other things start to distract people. So the NBA don't expect fans next season. I think they will have fans at some point. If they play the rest of the season out, next season won't start to December 1st, for what I'm saying, maybe even later. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate. And share the video. And don't forget to check out our NBA playlist, NBA 101, live stream, and NBA talk video format like this. You check on the channel out for anything. If you Piston fan, Lion fan, you like Detroit news, you just want to support your boy, Motor City Sports Talk right here on YouTube. One time for the one time. We gone.